Today is September 11th. On this date, the 11th of September 2001 terrorist attacks. The 9/11 attacks carried out on September 11, 2001 were a series of terrorist attacks upon the United States of America. 4 commercial passenger jet airliners were hijacked on that morning and 2 of the planes were crashed into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, 1 plane into each tower, causing the collapse of both towers within 2 hours. The 3rd aircraft was crashed into the Pentagon. Passengers on the 4th hijacked aircraft attempted to retake control of their plane from the hijackers, which crashed into a field in rural Somerset County, Pennsylvania, killing all on board but in the process saving many other lives. Approximately 3,000 people died in these attacks, including a number of firefighters and rescue workers. The 11th of September 1911 Canada-Quebec Bridge. 1911. As the final part of the Quebec Bridge, the central span, was being raised into position from pontoons in the river, it collapsed when it was 15 feet up in mid-air. It plunged back into the river, killing 90 construction workers. The 11th of September 1922 USA woman flogged. 1922. A woman was in hospital following a flogging by 4 masked women who are members of Ladies of the Invisible Eye. From Dallas in Texas, they administered 100 lashes for ruining her own daughter's life. The 11th of September 1930 number of farms decreasing. 1930. A new government report highlights the fact that the number of farms is decreasing across the states with an overall 10% reduction of farms. The 11th of September 1930 USA still explodes. 1930. A house was blown up today in Madison, Wisconsin when a still exploded in the basement. The fire which accompanied the explosion destroyed the house and a barn. The 11th of September 1941 Charles A. Lindbergh. 1941. Charles A. Lindbergh has drawn widespread criticism after his speech blaming the British, the Jewish and the Roosevelt administration for trying to draw America into World War II. It is well known he is a strong advocate of Hitler's Nazi Germany. The 11th of September 1948 India attacks Hyderabad. 1948. Indian troops have attacked Hyderabad in Pakistan. They surrounded the area and attacked from all sides in a quick and decisive planned attack. Meanwhile, protesters are demonstrating in the Pakistan capital demanding the Prime Minister declares war on India for its attack. The 11th of September 1950 Soviet Union talk of World War III. September 11, 1950. Newspapers around the world are speculating that Russia is planning on starting World War III before October, but most informed analysts do not believe Russia wants to go to war more than anybody else, and it is considered to be pure hype and speculation by the world's press. The 11th of September 1960 West Germany communist boycott. 1960. Politicians have asked the people and businesses in West Germany to boycott all goods from communist East Germany in protest to the communist squeeze on West Germany. The 11th of September 1969 UK slum housing report. September 11, 1969. A new report by the housing charity, Shelter, has revealed as many as 3 million people in Britain are living in overcrowded slum conditions. The 11th of September 1970 calls to cut Fed interest rate from 8%. 1970. Calls for a significant cut in interest rates from the current 8% to 6% to boost the flagging economy appear to be losing ground to the banking sector, who say any large cut would create an inflation cycle. The 11th of September 1970 Ford introduces Pinto. September 11, 1970. Following the success of Japanese and European imports, Ford introduces the Pinto, a compact American-made car costing less than $2,000, but because of a major design flaw more people knew about the gas tank exploding if in a rear-end collision of over 20 miles per hour than about what great value the car provided. The 11th of September 1973 Chile military coup. 1973. President Salvador Allende was killed today during a military coup led by General Augusto Pinochet. The 11th of September 1978 victim of poison umbrella stabbing dies. September 11, 1978. Georgy Markov, who had defected to the West, has died of blood poisoning, 4 days after he said he was stabbed with an poisoned umbrella tip at a London bus stop. The stabbing is being blamed on the Bulgarian equivalent of the KGB because of his writings exposing the Communist Party in his home country of Bulgaria. The 11th of September 1980, Tanzania poaching getting worse. 1980. Anti-poaching scouts are losing in the battle against poachers due to the lack of ammunition, and as a result poaching has increased fourfold on game reserves in the country. The 11th of September 1980, UK diamond heist. September 11, 1980. The famous Marlborough diamond is stolen from a London jeweller's during a daylight robbery on the store. The 11th of September 1997, referendum on Scottish Home Rule. 1997. A referendum in Scotland has ended with a resounding yes vote by Scots for support of Scotland having its own parliament and providing a higher degree of Scottish Home Rule. The 11th of September 2000, gas hits $1.70 per gallon. September 11, 2000. As oil prices continue to rise and the number of protests around the world increase, America, the largest consumer of oil, is now facing prices that may reach more than $1.70 per gallon, causing concern over the effect on inflation. The 11th of September 2002, thousands gather on Day of Remembrance. 2002. Thousands of family members and friends have gathered in a remembrance service for the victims of the 9/11 attacks on the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center exactly 1 year ago, with a minute's silence observed at 0846 at Ground Zero when the first plane struck the tower. The 11th of September 2005, Palestine-Israeli troops leave Gaza. September 11, 2005. The last of the Israeli troops occupying Gaza leave the area, marking the end of 38 years of Israeli military rule. During the ceremony, the Israeli flag is lowered for the last time. The 11th of September 2006, Tonga, old King Tupou IV dies. 2006. King Tupou IV, the 88-year-old King of Tonga, died while in New Zealand receiving medical treatment. King Tupou ruled the country for 41 years. He will be succeeded to the throne by his son, Prince Tupoutoa. The 11th of September 2007, Indonesia, new public order laws. September 11, 2007. The Indonesian government approved a set of new laws that would regulate public order. The law bans giving money to beggars, along with banning squatters in settlements on near rivers, and spitting and smoking on public transportation. The 11th of September 2009, Gao Fiji petrel. 2009. A rare bird was sighted after being considered missing for 130 years off of the island of Gao in the Pacific Ocean. The Fiji petrel is listed as a critically endangered species. The 11th of September 2011, 9/11 attacks 10th anniversary. September 11, 2011. Memorial ceremonies are held to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the terrorist attacks on World Trade Center. Memorial Plaza, located on the site of the former World Trade Center, opens in New York City. The 11th of September 2012, robber swallows fake diamond. 2012. Police in Sri Lanka have stated that a Chinese robber swallowed a fake diamond in an effort to allow an accomplice to escape with the real diamond worth around $13,000. Police were trying to track down the accomplice. The 11th of September 2013, suicide bomb attack in Egypt. September 11, 2013. A double suicide bomb attack killed 6 soldiers in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. Several others were injured by the attacks. There has been an increase in violence in Egypt since the army ousted former President Morsi. Born this day in history, the 11th of September. D.H. Lawrence. Born David Herbert Lawrence, September 11, 1885, Eastwood, Nottinghamshire, England. Died March 2, 1930, Vence, France. Known for D.H. Lawrence, best known as a writer and poet who it is thought was also bisexual. His books caused a major stir during his lifetime, and because many of the subject areas were considered taboo subjects including anti-militarism and human sexuality, he did not gain the critical acclaim he deserved. but his best-known novels Sons and Lovers, The Rainbow, Women in Love and Lady Chatterley's Lover are studied by students of literature the world over today. He was also an accomplished poet and an even more accomplished travel writer. His books included Mornings in Mexico and Sea and Sardinia. He and Frida were hounded out of Britain due to his writings and his partner Frida Weekly, née von Richthofen, German heritage. They traveled the world and settled in the U.S. in September 1922 where they purchased a ranch near Taos, New Mexico, but due to attacks of malaria and tuberculosis returned to Florence in northern Italy where he spent the remainder of his years. The ranch near Taos, New Mexico is now the D.H. Lawrence Ranch and part of the National Register of Historic Places. Following his death his ashes are believed to have been mixed with concrete and form part of the large memorial stone. If you like this video, don't be shy to comment below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.